What makes you qualified to be a reporter? I'm willing to violate anyone's privacy for my personal gain and then claim with a straight face that the public has a right to know. What makes you qualified to be a reporter? I'm willing to violate anyone's privacy for my personal gain and then claim with a straight face that the public has a right to know.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What was that all about, man? It was Dilbert talking to Dogbert about being a reporter. What the heck does that have to do with anything? I don't get it, man. What was the point of that, Az? Oh, man, it's the holiday weekend coming up. It's Friday. I'm rocking and rolling and whatnot. Man, this is a bunch of nonsense. I'm going to sleep, man. Hey, guys, listen. I put together a list of my favorite things to do. Ez was trying to figure out what I like to do. So, oh my goodness. Alright. So I got it. Other than bothering old ladies, harassing people at the post office and the DMV, and trying to exploit people's images for money and pimping while y'all simping, woohoo! You know that's the truth, homie. I've been digging it, and look at these cats are giving me a hard time. I'm gonna turn it around on them. But here's how it works, man. So my favorite things, like if I had a magic lamp and I could rub it and get anything I want, this is what I'd wish for. I'd like to sleep, nap, rest, chill out, relax, settle down, mellow out, and get paid in the shade, making money, honey, by doing nothing. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Clout, you dig? Right. Now, what? Damn crows. Anyway.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show this beautiful Friday. Holiday weekend coming up. Woohoo! I can't wait. I got to go to work. But after, we got the holiday weekend. Oh, it's going to be fantastical. Splendid. Wonderful. Marvelous. I said marvelous. New band Danceality. All right. We got Lessinator was first. He gets the first happy dance of the day. Let's hit it and quit it. All right. Yes. Thank you. Kingston 2000's on the roster. Good morning, all. That's everybody. All right. That's all yes. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Stephen Robertson, what's up, everybody? It's Friday. I hope everyone has a great Labor Day weekend. So do I. David E. Persons, a frauditor, got slapped and lost 12 teeth when he ordered ice cream. A pretty girl took his order, then asked, "Do you want a spoon?" He said, "Sure, when do you get off work?" Oh, wait a minute. What?
Okay. All right. That's good. I'm gonna work on my stand-up, so I'm gonna take that one, but I'm gonna rewrite it to make it funny. All right. A frauditor got slapped and lost 12 teeth, and then sued the person who slapped him after he pepper sprayed him. Oh, come on, man. That's assault. Oh, that's assault. I'm suing you, Baz.
Greg Jonick, David E. Persons, Lessinator. Bonus joke. A frauditor got thrown out of the local park after arranging squirrels according to their height. He got in trouble for criticizing. Yeah. We got an 11-month membership milestone from the Lessinator. Time for the Friday Happy Dance. Let's go. All right, yes. Woohoo. I said woohoo. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see. P. Barnes, David E. Persons. Terry Barnes. Let's see. Oh, P-Bird's the second. Yeah. Welcome. Great to see you. Lexi Ann, hello. Welcome to the show. Paul Costa, yo, my peeps, you good? I wonder if I'm going to get a copyright strike for putting that Dilbert thing up there. Oh, boy. Let's see. Nightmares Adventures, what's up? All right, I think I got it. All right, I think we're caught up. Hello, good morning, happy Friday, welcome to the show. Oh, great, we got a holiday weekend coming up. Lots of fun. Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be great. Let's see what I have in store for today. I gotta get through today. I gotta think positive. I just gotta make it through today, and then I have a 3-day weekend. So it's gonna be good. Today's gonna be whatever it is. We'll see. Let's see. Let me look up the weather here. Supposed to be. Oh, okay. Cloudy. In the mid 60s, mid upper 60s. Okay, that'll work. I'll take it. Uncle Loudy's Power Bill of Stupidity for $1.99. News now voodoo do a rain dance. The shot, guys. I like it.
I love it. This is awesome sandwich sauce, man. Because I'm the awesome sandwich eating boss of the awesome sandwich sauce. Woo-hoo. Oh? Is this thing on? Alright, do a rain dance. I got you, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah, hit that music, boy. Yeah, look at my butt. Woo-hoo, yeah. Oh, that's funny. Hey, look, I got a blood stain on my butt from like a year ago when Hezokuai was stabbing me and he stabbed himself. He got blood on me. And Minnie had saw that the other day and thought it was supposed to be a poop stain. I don't put poop on my butt. I put it on your record collection and in your shoes. I poo in your shoe, cause that's just what I do. That's my favorite prank. Stank, stinky, stunk. Stink, stunk. You get it? Yeah, I'm a smelly boy. Anyway, what are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm electrifying Hezekiah. Alright, Hez, are you ready to get blasted? Get blasted. Anyway, wait, what? No, not me! Oh, it's supposed to be you! It's supposed to be you! Oh, my liver!
Oh boy, that's too much. And Uncle Artie, since you're the one that wanted me tased, that's what you get. You're gonna get punished for asking for me to be. Hello from Highway Star. All right. Anyway, check it out. So I figured out what's been going on. I mean, I won't know. Oh my goodness. Probably until the middle of next week. If the problem is fixed. But I see what was going on with StreamYard. Because, I've been having trouble the last week or so, especially in my media assets tab. I've been having a lot of trouble. Like, it'll just randomly take away my ability to scroll. So if I don't have what I want to click on already on screen, I can't scroll to get to it. But it goes on and off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if the problem's fixed, but something happened today that now I see why there have been problems in the media assets tab. Because this is in the media assets tab. StreamYard has added a sound effects board. That just, you get it just with StreamYard in the media assets tab. So we're going to check out these new sounds together. And let's see what you think, guys. First of all, hi, and welcome to the show. And then, I don't know what this is. Maybe if you kick a frauditor in the butt. Oh, oh, okay. It's like a spring, like. Wait, hold on.
What could you possibly use a noise like that for? It didn't work. Try it again. What could you possibly use a noise like that for? Ow! Whoa, no, that was weird, man. That hurt. Ah! Whoa! Ah! Ow!
All right. Let's see. What else they got? Hey, Texas Tim's in the house. What's up? What else did they add? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Oh no, the frauditors are coming. Oh yeah, wait, that works for this too.
What are you talking about? Works for what? Ow, that didn't do anything. Dang nabbit! Why won't this work, man? I gotta.
See, it's weird because in my sound effects, like I can hit them, and because there's a delay. But this, the second I click it, it goes. So I can't like click it and then hit. Oh, look! While I'm in it, this is what I'm talking about. I just lost my ability to scroll. It just disappeared. Now I can't scroll through these noises. I mean, StreamYard, what are you doing to me? Why? All right, so those are the new sounds, but apparently I'm not going to be able to use my effects anymore because while I'm in there, my scroll bar just disappeared from the side, and now I can't scroll. Media assets tab. What the hell? There's news now voodoo poo in my computer. Oh no. See, this is lame. I shouldn't have to log out and log back into StreamYard in the middle of a live broadcast because they suck. Oh man, I gotta stop paying these guys. $2 for persons. News now voodoo. Why are my pens writing in brown? Be tased.
Man, yeah, that's right. You got that doo-doo pen, you know what I'm saying? A poo-poo doo-doo pen. That poo-poo doo-doo pen. It's better than a pen pineapple apple pen, that's for sure. It's a poo-poo pen. Yeah, I got the poo. I got the pen. Poo-poo pen. I got the poo. I got the apple. Poo and pineapple. Poo pen. Pineapple poo. And I'm gonna poo on you. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Anyway. Oh my dear oh goodness. Oh, there's Leland Squirrels. What's up, Leland? Nothing wrong with sleeping. It's a good thing to sleep sometimes. You need your rest. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the show. Well, for those of you who missed it, though, here, let me go back. I started the show with this. At first, I thought, oh no, I should stop that because what if I get copyright for showing it? But then I thought, oh, wait a minute. If I'm going to get copyright for showing it, then I'm already showed it, so might as well show it again. Check this out. This is cool. I think this is applicable to what we do. Here we go.
What makes you qualified to be a reporter? I'm willing to violate anyone's privacy for my personal gain and then claim with a straight face that the public has a right to know. What makes you qualified to be a reporter? I'm willing to violate anyone's privacy for my personal gain and then claim with a straight face that the public has a right to know.
All right. Who has his coffee and Double Shock has? Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, this cup was made by Uncle Artie. And I've been drinking out of it since he gave it to me every day. Can I do the thing? See, it won't let me scroll. Why are you ruining my bit, you stupid StreamYard? Anyway, he made these cups, and I've been drinking out of this cup ever since he made it. Oh no! What did you put in this cup? What is this made out of? Guano? He's good anyway. The YMCA lawyer is going to sue you for playing a Dilbert clip. Double Shock has. I'm not getting shocked. Ain't no way. There isn't any possibility of shockulating me. Wait a minute. I'm trying something with my StreamYard to see if I can. Let's see. Sorry, guys. It's just this thing's really extraordinarily annoying. No, I could get the sound anyway, though. What Ow! Oh, you're afraid I'm going to shock you instead? You know what? Why not, dagnabbit? The dark side is strong with this one. Make sure you didn't hit the scroll lock key. Well, no, Paul, the problem is that it's happening. It happens random almost every day. Ever since StreamYard started putting these updates in the media assets tab, every day at some point my ability to scroll just disappears. I'm hitting because I can scroll in every other tab except for media assets. Yeah. I go into banners, I could scroll, style, I could scroll, private chat, regular chat, people, comments, I could scroll. But media assets, no scroll bar on the side. It just disappears. It randomly disappears. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Unless I completely like end the stream, log out, and then come. Well, I guess I wouldn't have to end the stream, but I would have to leave and then come back. If I play a video and then I drop and then come back in, will the video still be playing for you guys while I'm gone, or will it stop when I drop? I don't know. Let's find out. NCR News Network, everybody. Let's go.
Free 14-day trial. It's a great way to help keep your personal data safe, and it's a great way to help to support the channel. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video. Hi, folks. I'm actually going to be blurring out something on the screen. The arrest report shows Fahey's actual address, so you're going to notice a gray box on there. So I don't want his personal address to get leaked out. So I'm going to be censoring that, even though Sean should have done that prior, but he puts it out there as it's some kind of little mistake.
I have all of the police reports. It's a little bit weird in Corrupticate, just more evidence of the state of Connecticut being so corrupt that my attorney cannot physically hand me over the arrest reports. Any of the discovery, really. It's according to
Part of our Constitution. Maybe you should champion to get rid of that, and then we can all go under one federal guideline for everything and be told what to do by the federal government to our states. See, that's why we have the 10th Amendment. So our states can make laws that help our people, that can serve our people. But no, Sean, it's a corrupt system trying to get you to bend over and kiss the ring, lick the boot, whatever you want to say. But you've got to remember something. You're a constitutional activist. You need to respect all amendments of the Constitution, don't you?
of the report says. This is exactly what the arresting officers, the sergeants, and we're going to go through each one together, and it exposes the Connecticut State Police's lies, and then it shows that these charges, the felony voyeurism, the criminal trespassing, and the breach of the peace, all are completely and utterly baseless. And then
everything that guy just says is bullshit. Thank you.
end of this is going to be a pretty long live stream. It's a lot to go through. So if you don't have time, watch it another day. But I appreciate all of you who stick with me to the very end. At the end, I'm going to put it all into artificial intelligence, and we'll see exactly what they have to say about it. I think you'll be surprised. So the first one here is from Sergeant, Town of Groton Police Department arrest reports. It's from Sergeant Tyler D'Angelo. And for those of you who do not remember who Sergeant D'Angelo is, I'm going to show you exactly who he is. So this right here is Sergeant D'Angelo, the quote unquote, the good cop, right? He was the guy that was being very nice and cordial. Hey, my name is Tyler. Nice to meet you. So let's go right into his report right here. Let me take this down and pull this up here really quickly. All right. Sergeant Tyler D'Angelo, summary report of July 11th. At 16:52 hours, he, Officer Romansky, and Officer Breon, Officer Hempel, Sergeant Bedard, A lot of officers from Man with the Camera responded to report of a disturbance. Responded to a report of a disturbance. Let me see here.
Few things we need to address here before we go any further. First off, Sean, you had that report before you set it up. You could have seen that it had Fahey's home address. You should have censored it out, because even though you're saying that you've never made threats, we know for a fact that the threats have been verified, and that they would sent to the Connecticut State Troopers headquarters, his personal email, and his phone. You should have censored out his home address to protect his family. Secondly, the cops were called there because he trespassed. The large number of cops is because Fahey told him that there were two men on his property causing a disturbance, trespassing, and he had his firearm. So a large number of cops would come to disperse the situation, de-escalate it, and secure the area. Lastly, Sergeant D'Angelo, I should say, was professional to you. He did not do anything off the bat to make you think that he was not there to get both sides of the story. He was there to de-escalate the situation, to find out what the truth is, and to get to the bottom of everything. But no. All these cops are just tyrants. They're working to cover and protect Fahey, even though you and your cameraman broke the law. And, well, we're going to find out a lot more about that, too.
Connecticut State Trooper and a First Amendment auditor. Trooper later identified as Sergeant Brian Fahey advised police he had a firearm, and the First Amendment auditor was trespassing on his property. Also, the male threatened to kill him. Never did that. He has never met Fahey, but knows about patrol checks at Fahey's house due to prior interactions between the auditor and Fahey. He suspected the same auditor was involved. Upon arrival, he sees Officer Romansky and Breon talking to Reyes and Glover. Each had a cell phone and handheld pole filming. Also, a black and white box truck streaming video of prior interactions between Reyes and Fahey. Registration was checked, ownership traced to Long Island Audit, Inc. He approached Reyes and observed Reyes to be excited. Was I excited? I think I was upset. I think the better term to use would be upset. I just got spat in the face. Former Sergeant Brian Fahey spat in my face and threatened me with a firearm. I think I was upset, not excited.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans. We need to put this to bed. Sean was not threatened with the firearm. Yes, Fahey did have a firearm on his person. He had it pointed down on his right side towards the ground. At what point in that video that Sean has put out have we seen Fahey raise the firearm towards Sean or his cameraman? We've never seen it because he's never done it. Yes, he had the firearm to intimidate Sean to get them off of his property because he was told to get off the property. He knew he shouldn't have been there. With the prior incidents between Fahey and Sean now crossing the line of trespassing onto his property, Fahey was well within his rights to defend his family, his person, and his home with the firearm. But he showed great restraint by pointing it downwards. He never raised it once towards Sean or made any threats of discharging his firearm upon Sean or the cameraman. He only had it out to intimidate them off of his property, which was his right to do.
Speaking in a loud voice about the altercation, Reyes said he and Glover were journalists at Fahey's residence to ask him about an overtime scandal and, quote, cooking the books. Reyes stated he was met by Fahey exiting his residence holding a firearm, but no indication that Fahey threatened to use or pointed a firearm at him or Glover. Reyes tells him that Fahey walked him off the property in a, quote, chest-to-chest manner, during which Fahey spit in his face. Reyes pointed to his right cheek. Officer didn't observe any signs of this, only sweat. Reyes had video, was asked if he was comfortable enough to stop filming to show the evidence, and Reyes showed the video. It was forwarded to the point where Fahey exited the house, approaches Reyes and Glover, yelling at them to get off the property while holding a pistol at his side. Chest-to-chest interaction was observed. Words are exchanged while Reyes is backing down the driveway. This continues down the driveway, during which time Fahey observed and heard spitting at Reyes from video being taken from behind Reyes by Glover. Officer to see exactly where the spit landed on the video. Reyes stopped the video and later he received a link to upload to Sergeant Bedford. No other video was shown by Reyes, just where he fast forwarded to show the point where Fahey allegedly spit in Reyes' face. Officer told Reyes that he should have known that his actions, should have known that his actions, his constitutionally protected actions during this incident would have likely solicited a negative response. He states Reyes did not disagree, but claimed that he was victim blaming, cop-splaining, all of the above, and using cop talk. I said cop-splaining, and Reyes was trying to engage him in a verbal altercation. No, I wasn't. Trying to educate.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Officers indicates that Reyes claimed Fahey spit in his mouth and was concerned about disease, so Reyes was asked if he wanted medical attention and responded yes, but he ultimately declined. When ambulance responded saying he would seek his own medical treatment, Reyes stayed with Romansky and Berlin while he examined the scene, noting at least two signs stating private road, dead end, no turnaround.
I'm sorry. I want to go back a little bit. Where's the let's see. Okay, he states Reyes did not disagree, but claimed that he's victim blaming and using cop talk. I'm sorry. It's just as he's reading that, I'm like, well, wait a minute. The cop talk or the cop-splaining, I'm like, that's not actually in the report, is it? And it's not. There's a quotation. Cop talk is in quotation marks, and cop-splaining. So this, it's just a small little thing that I just noticed, but I think it illustrates what I always say about how these guys are full of crap and how they build false narratives that their fans eat up. He's reading a report as if they're cops. See, cop-splaining. Let me tell you. Wait, okay. See, I know that sometimes, hey, mother of pearl, what's up? I know that sometimes these people, like, I know sometimes some of these guys watch this show. So I would love to actually get a response to this. If any of you see this, tell me what's going on. Cop-splaining. That whole thing to me is a crazy term. Because it's like, let's say, for example, I'm a police officer and I see you blow a stop sign and I pull you over. They say, I pulled you over because you went through a stop sign. I'm just cop-splaining. So if they explain a situation because they're a cop, now the explanation is irrelevant because it's coming from a cop. It's cop-splaining. I don't get that. I don't understand that argument. I mean, really, like, I'm not just like saying like, oh, whatever, I disagree with them. I mean, like, a lot of most at this point of their arguments I may disagree with, but I understand what their argument is. Like, if I had to steel man their argument as opposed to straw man it, which I do for fun, but if I actually had to steel man their argument, I usually can. I can restate what they believe actually and then dismantle it. But this, I can't. I don't know what they mean by that. If somebody's explaining something to you and they happen to be a cop, that's cop-splaining and that makes their explanation null and void? Like, I don't understand why the second they put the uniform on, they become something different than a human being. Like, it's dehumanizing language. Pigs. Cop-splaining. Tyrants. And then you wonder why when you hear stories about people killing cops and assaulting cops and hurting cops, they're not human. And people like this are supporting the idea with the dehumanization through the way they speak. They're not human. We just go right up to their house. We don't treat them like a human being. We just walk right up to their house. We don't care because they're cops. So screw them. Just pump their address all over the internet so that all the criminals and all the villains and all the vicious thugs can just descend on their property. Maybe burn it down. Who cares? Because they're cops. They're not human. Oh, wait. NCR just posted a new video? Oh, that might be interesting. Let's go check that out. Oh, yeah. 1 minute ago. Oh, this is great. Hold on. Let's get past the promo. All right. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, brand spanking new hot off the presses NCR video. Tony Sweet, is that what's happening? Is what's happening? Which part? It's called othering. Let's see. This is an excellent example of what you talk about a lot. Just don't look at the video for yourself, but listen to me and don't let your eyes deceive you. Right. Exactly. Forget what's going on in the video and just listen to the false narrative of the person, of the frauditor or whatever. Hey, Tim Hicks, what's up? So, Tony, I don't know if you were responding to something I said because I said a bunch of things, so I don't know which is that what's happening. Is which, what, that, what? I don't know, man. Unless you're talking to someone else in the chat and I just missed the first part. But anyway, yeah, it's like I don't get this idea of dehumanizing anybody. Really, these guys just want to dehumanize the police. They're pigs. They're tyrants. They're this and that. So then they just keep putting that out there until they're all cop haters. But until actually vicious, violent cop haters keep hearing cops are not human, cops are not human. And then they start thinking, go kill them, go kill them. And then they start shooting cops everywhere. Like cops have a target on their back. And these people are just encouraging that. They're encouraging the dehumanization of police. Police officer explained something to you. The explanation is null and void because it came from a cop. It's just cop-splaining. You get pulled over. Oh, the tyrant's trying to extort money from me, even if he lets you go with a warning. If he's trying to extort money from you, why would he let you go with a warning? And you know what you do? If you want to prove that they're trying to extort money from you, try to give him money. If he takes it, now you got real proof of an actual corrupt cop because he's taking a bribe. And if not, then you should use that as evidence that this is a good cop because he didn't take a bribe. How about that? No, because then you'll worry that you'll go to jail for trying to bribe a cop. But then again, at least you'll be highlighting a good cop. So it should be, if it's worth the arrest to highlight bad cops, why is it also worth the arrest to highlight good cops? How about that? Ooh, I like that. I just thought of that. These guys will say it's worth the arrest to expose a bad cop. Well, then why isn't it worth the arrest to highlight a good cop? Every time you get pulled over, try to bribe him. If he takes the bribe, you just exposed a bad cop. If he doesn't and arrests you for trying to bribe him, you've just highlighted a good cop. He doesn't take bribes. He's a good cop. All right, good job. The stench of narcissism and lying is so strong coming off a Long Island audit, I can smell them all the way in Alabama. Oh, man. His video needs to be reported for doxing, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and see about this brand new one. It looks like it's related. Yeah, it's Chili DeCastro telling his side of the Long Island audit story. Oh, this is going to be great.
And don't forget to sign up for your free 14-day trial. Not only is it a great way to keep your personal data safe, but it's a great way to help support the channel. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
So if you don't watch police videos, there's an auditor called Long Island Audit. Long Island Audit is famous in the 1A community. What he does is he goes and films police.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
He was doing an investigation on Sergeant Brian Fahey for overtime hours because Sergeant Fahey was logging tens of thousands of dollars in overtime. So Sean, who is Long Island Audit, went to his house to go knock on the door and ask him, how are you logging so much overtime? Fahey is going to open the door, pull a gun, and spit in his face. If you don't think that we have a problem with an us versus them society, what happens next is even more shocking.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, due to the fact that Chili is wrong. You see, Sean didn't go there just to speak to him about overtime discrepancies. Sean trespassed onto private property, knowing that there were private road signs marking the area and a no trespassing sign. Yes, the no trespassing sign may have fallen down from where it was properly displayed, but the trespassing sign was still there on the property. Sean did not have implied consent to be there. Not to mention, Sean calls breach of the peace or disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct due to the fact that he knew an altercation was more than likely to happen, showing up to Brian Fahey's house. And he did commit the crime of felony voyeurism with malice due to the fact that Sergeant Fahey had an expectation of privacy not to be recorded on his property by Sean. Not just video, but audio as well. You know, if Chili wants to call himself a journalist or a member of the press, he needs to do more research. He needs to do more work in what he's going to investigate or what he's going to report on before he publishes a story or puts a video on YouTube claiming that it's news.
Even though Fahey walks outside with a gun, brandishes a firearm, threatening Sean, he then spits in his face on camera. When his fellow brothers in blue show up, guess what they do? They arrest Sean. Check this out.
It says here the Faheys, looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions.
Everything is legal so far. He has not broken the law at all whatsoever.
Actually, Chili, you're wrong due to the fact that Sean is now currently trespassing on private property. Yes, let's take the no trespassing sign out of the equation. Let's just go with the two marked private road signs. The private road signs indicate that the road that Sean walked on was private property. He did not have permission to walk on that road. He did not have permission to drive on that road. Hence why he didn't take his truck on there. However, if Sean wanted to, he could have waited at the end of the driveway where he could have spoken to Brian Fahey about this overtime discrepancy. Instead, he chose to break the law when he crossed onto private property without permission to try to go talk to him.
Now, you spit in my face. Property You're going to jail now. Get
Look at that. Wow, he spit right in his, that was just absolutely insane. He spit right in the man's face as he has a firearm in his other hand. This is disgusting. You are allowed to go to anybody's house, knock on the door, and ask a question. This is unbelievable. And this is America.
But Chili, you're wrong. He didn't have permission to go to Sergeant Fahey's home. The road that Sergeant Fahey's home is on, or the driveway, is a private driveway, private road. It means Sean didn't have permission to go there. Nobody has permission to go to anybody's house if there is proper signage marking it as private property, a private roadway, or no trespassing, no soliciting signs. If those things are marked, then you don't have a right to go to somebody's house. And to say that he doesn't have a right to brandish a firearm, well, he didn't brandish one. He had one displayed in his hand, pointed to the ground the entire time. Yes, it's wrong that Fahey spit on Sean. Even the Connecticut State Trooper said that, and he was punished for that. But to say that he didn't do anything wrong, even though he clearly trespassed, is a wrong statement to make and put out there, Chili.
passing on my property.
That doesn't matter. You can't break the law.
No, you were a Connecticut State Trooper. You resigned to avoid the investigation, to avoid being fired so you could keep your pension. The resignation loophole that I always am talking about. The resignation loophole that I keep on talking about.
With all due respect, what the fuck are you talking about?
Here we have proof that Chili doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, due to the fact that it was actually determined and verified that Sergeant Fahey put in his retirement paperwork in the beginning of the year around May. So, how is this him trying to get away from the investigation when he was investigated by Internal Affairs and suspended for 1 week without pay? You see, Chili is just trying to jump on this story so he can get more eyes to his channel, trying to jump onto the bandwagon of, oh, Sean was an innocent journalist who was attacked when he's not a journalist. Nothing that Chili or Sean or a lot of these frauditors do counts as being actual journalists or members of the press. They count more as acts of a YouTuber. You see, if Chili actually did his research, watched the news, investigated it properly like a real journalist would, he would verify this information before going out with it. Because it's not that hard to find the IA reports out there, not to mention the news reports verifying and confirming that Sergeant Brian Fahey put in his retirement papers in the beginning of the year. Chili, I think you need to do more research, bro.
What a crazy psychopath. He spit in my face.
We saw, dude. We saw, dude. We all saw it.
No, I'm an independent journalist. Get it right, buddy.
Wrong!
No, you spit in my face and you're going to jail. And you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You spit in my face and you're going to. It's all right here, buddy. Right?
No. That's the whole thing. Is he's not going to jail. Sean's going to jail because the cops are going to arrest Sean completely illegally, total illegally, and charge him with a felony. And then Fahey's going to resign. The resignation loophole.
Here.
Wrong. You're wrong.
I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything. He just spit in my face.
Get over here.
Well, I didn't break any laws.
You in a second, okay?
For what? I haven't broken the law. No. But do you have reasonable articulable suspicion I committed a crime? What? What is it? What is it? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm a journalist. I knocked on the door and asked questions. No, I have no weapons on me. We have a camera of mass destruction. I'm putting my camera down.
Don't move until I get backup units. Put it away.
What's your name?
What a total hard-on douchebag.
I want to address Sean and Chili's statements here. First, with Sean's is he's trying to say that he didn't do anything wrong. You know, he doesn't have any weapons. Neither does his cameraman. They've done nothing wrong. All they do have cameras. They didn't break the law. In reality, they did break the law. They trespassed onto private property. Sean knew a disturbance was more unlikely to occur, knowing that he has a past with Sergeant Fahey. He's suing him in civil court. There's a protective order on Sean by the courts in that civil matter. And Chili trying to say, oh, this cop has such a hard on. He's just being such a hard ass. Well, guess what? He's trying to de-escalate the situation while he's there by himself. He has 3 suspects he has to deal with. He's one man. What do you want him to do? Honestly, do you want him to be attacked? Do you want him just to attack Sean and make it look like he's a tyrant? He's violating people's rights? Or do you want this to escalate into a brawl where somebody gets hurt? You know, this is a situation that is hostile. We have a 911 call where somebody was trespassing onto private property. A firearm is involved, and it's one cop dealing with 3 suspects. The cop is doing everything he can to try to de-escalate the situation to resolve it until backup units can come and assist him.
Hermansky says right here. Nope, just stay right
He
here.
pulled out a gun on me for knocking on the door.
Oh, you're on his property.
I'm allowed to go on his property and knock on the door.
No!
Wait a minute. Don't you know that cops need to be more powerful? See, this is the thing that I love about First Amendment auditors and sovereign citizens is they don't even understand their own argument. See, they want police to be more powerful, and they don't even know it and they're very anti-American. they're extremely anti-American, because in America we have this thing called the Constitution. And in the Constitution, like, all you guys know about is the amendments. But the amendments are the amendments to the Constitution. The Constitution is a document that has amendments attached to it. But the document itself, the actual Constitution, talks about the justice system. And in the justice system, you're innocent until proven guilty. But these guys want the cops to be the judge and to determine whether you're guilty or not before they arrest you. They want you to determine guilt at the moment of contact. That's what the judge is for. That's what court is for. That's why people say, well, I didn't do this. Well, take the ticket and fight it in court then. Because you want the cops to have more power. You want them to be like Judge Dredd. You want them to have the power to judge right there and determine whether you're guilty or not right then and there. I've been harassed since I was 12. I hate cops. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Don't kick this guy. I want to actually have a conversation with him if I can. If he'll actually, like, talk to me. Okay. You've been harassed by cops since you were 12 and you hate them. Okay. Look, give me an example. Like, what do they do to harass you? Is it because they arrest you when you break the law? Well, that's not harassment. Like, what do you mean when you're the whole stop and frisk when I was young was horseshit. Okay. So what happened? You're walking to church and you got a pie, and all of a sudden the stops tackle you and knock the pie out of your hands and dig through your pockets for no reason and then kick you down the road. Like, what do you mean? What happened? Or were you hanging out in a bad neighborhood with a pound of weed in your back pocket and the cops stopped you because you were causing trouble and because you had a pound of weed in your back pocket and they found it and now your butt hurt that you got caught? Like, what are you talking about? Give us a real life example. I don't like it that they stopped me and frisked me. Why? Did they find something that wasn't supposed to be there? Like, what are you talking about? Just give us some context. Don't just, I hate cops because cops are mean, because they're bad. Why? Because I don't like them. Why? Because they do things that I don't like. Okay, like what? Well, like they stopped me once and frisked me. Okay. And what happened? Did you have something illegal on you that they found? No. Did they let you go? Yes. What's the problem? Did they handcuff you to a post and beat your brains out with a stick and put you in a coma for 6 months? Now we got a complaint. Now we got something I'll get on board with. Let's go. But you're not giving us any context at all. All of these guys do this every time. I was walking down the street, minding my own business, and then a cop stopped me and harassed me for no reason. Here, watch the video to prove it. I have evidence. And then you watch the video. And there he is, causing all kinds of trouble, wreaking all kinds of havoc, bothering all kinds of people, trespassing. And the cops come. See, I told you those evil, vicious tyrants attacked me for no reason. Nobody got attacked. Nobody harassed you. I think I'm in the wrong place. I have family that are in the Middleton police station. Okay, wait a minute. Seriously. Now watch this, guys. Watch this. Ready? If you stay in here, please, guys, don't time him out. Don't kick him. If he stays for a minute, please, I would really like to know. Look at this, okay? So what happens? Okay, I hate cops. Okay, why? Well, because I think stop and frisk is BS. Okay, that's not cops. That's a law that you disagree with. Okay, why? I guess I'm in the wrong place. Because you make a claim and we want evidence to back up your claim? Oh, evidence? No, who has time for evidence? You just have my opinion. I hate cops because cops are bad because they're bad, okay? Why? Because they're bad. Because I don't like getting caught for doing things that I do that are wrong. That's why. Because I got caught and I didn't like it. Like, give us something. So what do you give us? I guess I'm in the wrong place. Okay, so yeah, I'm a menace. Ha ha ha. But still don't give us anything. Don't give us anything. Just make claims with nothing to back them up except for more claims. Go ahead. and then laugh at us while you're the one who's sitting here with nothing to back up your claims. Except more, it's nothing. Dude, okay, what? What? Seriously. If you I'll tell you what, I'll throw you a bone. When I was a teenager, me and my buddies were in my car, and I'm from Chicago. And in Chicago, once a month they do street cleaning. And when they do street cleaning, what they'll do is they'll put no parking signs, like paper ones. They'll just tie them like to the trees in the neighborhood so that you know not to park on that street the night before, so that the next day the street cleaners can come through and there'll be no cars parked there. If you are parked there, you get a ticket. No parking, right? So one night, me and my buddies were driving in my car. We see those no parking signs on the side. So I get in my car and I pull around to the next block. Immediately we get lit up. After I parked, I'm in park and we're about to get out of the car. We get lit up. Cop comes up to us, starts reading us the riot act. Wants to search us, wants to search the car, asking for ID, this and that. I specifically tell him, listen, there's no parking signs there. They put them up because they're street cleaning tomorrow. So I moved my car to get away from that. So I'd be legally parked. So I'd be in compliance with the law. That's why I'm doing this. He didn't want to hear it. He said, how do I know you're not lying? I said, look at my ID. It's got my address. It's right there. You'll see I live right there. He refused to look at it. So that's a story of a bad cop from my own personal experience. All right? So they're out there. I know it. I've dealt with them myself. So there you go. All right? I'll throw you a bone. I bring up a situation of something that actually was involving a bad cop. All right? What's your example of something involving a bad cop? I don't like stop and frisk. Okay. And? Well, you guys are just cop lovers and bootlickers. So what happened? Why do you hate cops? That happened to me. I don't hate cops. You know why? Because I'm a human being, okay? And as a human, when I look at other humans, I base my feeling towards them on their actions. All right? If somebody steals my car, he's a jerk. If I found out that the person who stole it happens to be of a certain race, I don't decide I hate that race. I hate the one individual who stole my car. That cop who did that to me, he's a jerk. Not cops are jerks, because that one. We got $9.99 from Nerd Girl Jen's World. If Liar wants to audit something, audit a journalism ethics class. I know several colleges that'll gladly let him audit at least one, and then maybe he'll have a baseline to call himself a journalist. That's awesome. I love that. Here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right. Yes, thank you. And then we got an 8-month membership milestone from Frauditor Mania. Have you discussed the Raja Jackson situation? No, it hasn't come up because it hasn't come up, but yeah, it's real quick. Happy dance. All right, yes. It's an honor. There are good and bad people everywhere. Yes, exactly. Judging all of anything is a form of bigotry. You hate all cops. You're a bigot. How about that? Vintage Video and TV, when they called me a bootlicker on YouTube, I just say, well, I don't have a criminal record. Yep. Well, that's why you're a bootlicker, because you don't do illegal things. See, that's the problem with these people. I found this out a while ago, but I don't really double down on this very often. I have found that the major problem with all of these guys, the sovereign citizens, the frauditors, just general cop haters, all of them, is that they're so inherently evil down to their core that they cannot even begin to conceptualize that it's possible that there are human beings that are good because it's good. They all believe that the only reason anyone ever does anything good or nice is because the cops are forcing them to do it against their will. The tyrannical government is making them be good people. And if they weren't licking the boots of the tyrants, then they'd go out there, they'd be evil. So how dare those tyrants stop them from murdering each other in the streets? Horrible. It's like, come on, man. Like, if you follow the law, you're a bootlicker. If you do what you're supposed to do, if you do the right thing, you're a bootlicker. I say you're a decent person. You have empathy for other people. And then I had Rogue Nation tell me, you want me to change my actions based on how they'll affect other people? Are you insane? Are you? What, do you go to a funeral when everyone's crying and start doing a stand-up routine about how much you hated the corpse? No, you curtail your behavior because the people around you, you'd make them more upset. Or go to a wedding where everyone's happy and start talking about how when you were in high school, you were doing the bride. Like, come on. You don't do that. Yes, you curtail your actions based on how it's going to make other people feel. Duh. So, for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, what happened was there was, because we're pro wrestling fans here at the Hezokuai channel, and there was a pro wrestling work where this dude, this Raja Jackson guy or whatever, is supposed to come out there, and there have been a ton of MMA fighters and boxers and stuff that have gone in and out of pro wrestling. Mike Tyson was in there for a while. He had a couple matches. Brock Lesnar was in MMA for a while, right? CM Punk did MMA for a minute. Like, the crossover between professional fighting and pro wrestling has been happening all the time. Butterbean did a match, I think, with Big Show or something, whatever. Anyway, so this guy was supposed to come out and do a spot with a wrestler. So when he got in the ring with the wrestler and they did the spot, he practically beat the dude to death. He beat him into the hospital. Just bam, 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 just took him down, and he let him take him down because that was the wrestling spot. So that was what he's supposed to do. So he was going with it. Like, yeah, let's go. And then, bam, all right, he slammed me, cool. And then he jumped out and just started pounding him. Not good. He should be in jail for assault. Anyway, hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat now, trying to get caught up. I'm a licensed. Oh, wait. Did he give any kind of a story about why he hates cops so much, other than because he's a bigot? No, he's just a bigot. Just chooses a group that he's had a bad experience with and judges the entire group based on that. Sounds like bigotry to me. You know, in fact, that's exactly what they do. A girl broke your heart, you hate all women. Somebody of a certain race steals something, everybody in that race is a criminal. Hello, Donna Rogers, what's up? Nightmares Adventures for $2. Zeb Voodoo twice because you missed my first. Alrighty. I can do that. Yeah, that's right. Was that when I was having trouble with the StreamYard earlier? I left and came back, and it's been working fine since I came back. Let's see if it's still good. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat in the house. Oh, just seeing her deserves a happy dance. Let's go. All right, welcome. Awesome. Good morning. Awesome. Great to see you. Anyway, Nightmares Adventures for $2 wants me to zap the voodoo doll twice. Let's go.
Hey man, I don't deserve to be tased just because cops are bad and I don't like cops. and look, hey, look, I got my camera and I'm gonna exploit people's images on YouTube for money, honey, because that's how I do, you know. My kidneys, liver, spleen.
But wait, there's more. I own Nightmares Adventures a double dose.
What do you mean? Come on, man, that hurt, dude. Don't do it again. No, don't do it again. So awesome. Oh, them Cheerios, a hero. Oh.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Raise a glass to Mrs. Cat. Great to see you. Yes, indeed. Awesome. So anyway, that's like, it goes back to what I was saying earlier though. It's like, whenever you take these people's arguments, and if you try to actually break them down logically, their logic completely falls apart very quickly. Because again, if the cops actually acted the way that they seem to think they want them to act, that would actually give the police more power. And I don't want that. It's like, well, how would that give them more power? Because they would have to determine innocence or guilt right there at the point of contact. Otherwise, it's an illegal arrest. You can't arrest me unless I'm guilty. You haven't even been to court yet. How do I know if you're guilty or not? That's not up to me. You know, it's called American justice system. You don't like it? Go to North Korea. They hate cops because cops prevent their anarchy. Yep. Sorry, it's been a while. I got a lot going on. Glad you're still doing your thing. Great job. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We always love you and respect the big cat. Always. Here's your happy dance, David. All right. Yes. Ah, crap. I hit the wrong button on my chair. Oops. Well, the show's almost over. We only got 1 minute. I got to raise it back up for the cupcake dance, though. Dag nabbit. Ah! Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, boy. Yeah, I got to go to work. It's going to be a nightmare. But afterwards, me and Minnie has said technically today's the last day of summer for him because he starts school on Tuesday. We're going to go out to eat. And I'm letting him pick wherever he wants to go. And then that's going to be fun. And then we got a 3-day weekend. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the cup. Cake. Happy. Dance. Let's go. All right. All right. Okay. Ole. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. As always, you're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. Don't forget that tomorrow to join us at 4 o'clock p.m. for the Saturday Night Snafu with me, Ray, and Frauditor News Network. It's going to be great. And then on Monday, of course, I'm going to do my thing. But also on Monday, Rob and Ray with their new show, the Hump Day R&R, are going to do a special Monday edition, a Labor Day special. Don't forget to check that out. It's all good. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you so much once again. And like I always say, at the end of the day, oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.